Alright, so here we go. PvP starting up north this time around, and yes, a lot of mobility on their team.
Yeah, if you look at the tank selection real quick, the Silly Ducks going with 2 heavy tanks and 2 mediums and 1 AMX-13. And on the opposing side, PP going with a slightly more mobile setup, with only going with 1 heavy tank and 2 mediums and 2 lights. So, I mean, firepower-wise, I mean, it's pretty even. Quite honestly, like, it really could go either way.
Right, it's still a slight edge to Silly Ducks.
Yeah, but yeah, if it does come down to that close quarter combat situation, definitely advantage going to the Silly Ducks.
If it's just a hill squat, I'd have to give it to Silly Ducks just because of that extra S3. But let's not forget, Mines is probably one of the most versatile maps in terms of which tactics you can actually bring on if you have the mobility.
Yeah.
And if you have the coordination with your teammates, those TC9s can do so much damage.
Yeah.
It's a great sniping tank, as a matter of fact.
And with the autoloader on the T69, it dishes out so much damage as well.
Exactly.
I mean, we saw it so many times where that one T69 just, completely
changes the tide of the set. Yeah. No, I agree, like, because of course we all know that the MX-50 is the best sniper out there in terms of firepower, but it's got so much vulnerability as a heavy tank, whereas the T69 as an all-round tank, it's a great finisher, but
it's pretty fast.
Yeah, exactly. But it's often downlooked when it comes to its sniping abilities too, because it's a very precise tank, even from very, very far away.
Yeah, and actually that's what the PvP side is doing. They actually have one of their T69s back at the base, kind of as a sniper, and the rest of their force is kind of at the front line, providing vision.
And honestly, I'm loving the PvP spread at the moment. Like, they're just covering a lot of ground. It's kind of risky in the sense that a concentrated push might just cost them, but they're not like leaving anything to luck here, to chance. I mean, look at that. It's a spider trap, really. It's a spider net out there. And as you mentioned, that TC way up there, almost to the starting point, as a great sniper, as long as his partners like provide him with vision.
Oh, the Little Mac. Oh, taking a lot of damage right there. He will back out though.
Yeah, he
does. Too many members.
He has to back out. He has to back out. Obelisk was actually rolling in to get him as well.
Yeah, there's so many members of the Silly Ducks on the hilltop right now, whereas, on the PvP side, they're not really committing too much or too many forces on the hilltop right now. They only have like maybe 1 or 2 tanks actually up there on the hilltop, and the rest of the members just kind of really spread out along the map.
I'm actually really liking that spread out sheet, sort of. They know that in terms of sheer firepower, because of that extra IS3, they can't just bully their way through the middle. So I think they're just playing this to a really nice tactical stalemate at the moment, and it's paying off.
Yeah, and that T1 actually gets taken down on the Silly Ducks Revolution side, so some vision going to be denied on that western island area. Robin doing a nice shot there, and Robin now has the option to actually go down more towards the southern area and provide
get more angle.
Vision. Yeah,
or just even get more angle to get a few sneak shot. I mean, like, okay, NMX-13 is not going to do that much damage, but still non-negligible.
Yeah. So here we have Batman. He is actually going around the hill.
Yep.
So he is backing up though. So Batman initially he wanted to go, for maybe a flanking maneuver to try and catch some of the members of Silly Ducks, out of position. But wow, but Robin also doing a great job. Yeah,
exactly.
Using that
just
angle.
Hitting Obelisk like from way out there. But because that Western Island is a sniper's delight. An MX-50 there can do so much damage. So would a T69.
Yeah,
you can just hide behind the rock. As soon as like those heavy tanks like push up north towards the hilltop, you can actually pick them, like at least harass them.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's like proving to make quite a bit of difference. Like, if you ask me right now, the Silly Ducks tanks have all taken some kind of damage.
Yeah, they have. They really have. I mean, they did retaliate some of that damage on the PvP members.
A little bit.
But right now, PvP, they are much healthier.
And they've got the better positioning.
Possible flanking maneuver coming out here.
And honestly, that's well done.
Yeah, Silly Ducks.
They got to do something. If they just stay at the foot of the hill, they're just going to be like standing ducks. Ultimately sitting ducks. Sorry. So it's good on them to actually try to mix it up a wee bit to the best of their abilities.
Yeah. So I wanted to see that flank come out.
Me too.
Because that would actually could have paid off. But they are backing up from that push right now. And right now, I don't really know what the Silly Ducks are trying to do.
And look at that Batman going way down south now. But see, I'm not quite sure that the Silly Ducks player are really aware of where PvP members are.
Yeah.
I mean, right now we can see that PvP are like really stretched out. Like you mentioned, had they gone like for the eastern flank on that hill, it would have paid off.
It would have paid off, yeah, but they're not sure exactly where the
so
PvP members are.
Exactly, so they don't know how many tanks are waiting for them. They can't know that there's only like one tank, pretty much. And it's not even just one tank, it's just a T1,
yeah,
pretty much, and maybe a T69, that's it. So they could totally bully their way through, but because they've got no vision, they can't afford to do that.
Yeah, and actually, if the Citadels lose this next set, then they will be out. Or they will actually get demoted to the regular league. So
they would, yeah.
Yeah, I think they just don't want to risk anything too much right now. But it's actually PvP can risk this right now because they can afford to lose, you know, one more set, even though it's not a good idea.
Yes.
But they have more kind of wiggle room than PvP.
True that, but I want to give them even more credit in that because that's the way they played on Himmelsdorf.
Yeah.
Spreading out and trying to get as much vision as possible, and it's paid off.
And
right
striking when they see the opening.
Exactly,
yeah.
and right now it's paying off as well because it's crippling the Silly Duck side because they can't move out because they don't know what's waiting out there.
Yeah.
So having vision once again so very crucial, and yeah.
They are kind of creeping up. Yeah, PvP is slowly creeping up onto the Citadels members, but right now they don't have much vision. All they have vision is of Obelisk, and Obelisk is of course in that T32. A lot of hit points right there, and they did spot a couple members earlier, so they know that at least 2 or 3 of the members on Citadels are up.
Look at where Batman is, and talking about Obelisk, like he's right behind them. Look at that, he's all the way down south. Way down south, there's absolutely nobody to challenge him, and he keeps on harassing those heavy tanks.
Oh, and PvP looks like they are going to move into this engagement. Silly Ducks right now, they have to back up, but wow, look at that Obelisk so low.
Yeah, exactly, he gets taken down, and you know what, I want to give the MVP to Batman.
Yeah,
regardless
definitely.
of what's going to happen, like in this set, I want to give the MVP like tag to Batman here because it's just the way that he owned that western side of the map and the western island, taking out the T1 and constantly just really plaguing those heavy tanks at the base of the hill. I mean, it's like a textbook way on how to play on mines.
Yeah, definitely. I would have to give a huge thumbs up to Batman and Robin. Actually.
And Robin as well. I mean, like those MX-50s are doing wonders. They're just like providing complete vision and a 360 all-round vision on the City Ducks players who are clustered at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah. Batman and Robin, that classic duo. You know, even in the comic books, you know, that great superhero combo.
Hey, I like Batman. Just forget Robin. Take out Robin. I mean,
I like Robin too, man.
You like Robin? Nobody likes Robin. How can you like Robin?
Hey, man. He's a guy too.
He's a guy too. Okay, would you rather be Bruce Wayne or Bruce Wayne's sidekick?
Well, obviously I'd rather be Bruce Wayne.
There you go.
Robin, I mean, come on, he did some sick stuff too. Yeah, but right now we see the PvP members now slowly gonna finish off this final set. Yeah,
and it's gonna be a clean sheet.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a clean sheet too.
Great job. Oh, and actually some shout outs to you, Philip. Yeah,